Thank you, Governor Beshear. Thank you very much. Now I'd like to introduce another great visionary and partner in our success. Through his commitment to the development of the International Center for Long-Term Care Innovation, Joe Steier has not only embraced the vision, but has taken great strides in putting the vision into practice. We have already started to see the kinds of innovations that such a center will bring to the burgeoning marketplace here in Louisville. And together, we hope to see dramatic additions through the commercialization of big ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the CEO of Signature Healthcare, Joe Steier.
Thanks so much. You know, it's as a citizen returning to Kentucky, when you're gone a decade, a lot of times you don't see the great things you do. And so I spent 10 years in Florida, and I would read about you in Business First. I kept my publication live and would follow things. When you come back to a city 10 years later and see what's been accomplished, it's been amazing. So my first 100 days, I've got to go to a new arena. I watched a football team come back from the ashes. I watched a university become a great research leader. I've been professing faith at the International Faith Festival. I've been doing so many neat things. I think when you live in a city, you don't realize all the great things you do. So I feel like being a tourist again, it's amazing what's happened in 10 years. So first of all, I don't want to go through Vicky's list, but I want to tell you the work you all have done. For me, it's been very humbling to walk in and see what's been done. So great job to all you all in the leadership roles you've taken in the city. To talk a little about the Haymarket too, is that, you know, I grew up in Hikes Point. Jim was in Fern Creek. And, you know, we talked about international business from the Haymarket days. So our focus here is sincerely international business. Last week, for example, we had our team led by John Reinhardt in Germany at the healthcare show, studying other companies, looking for new technologies to bring to Louisville, Kentucky. So we're already starting to do international trips. I will tell you, the international community needs this model. So we're not just thinking about national, we believe it's international, and it's very symbolic to be at the Haymarket today and realize international roots of origin and heritage here today for all of us. But today's got nothing to do with Central Healthcare. I think that for us, it's much bigger about trying to create a campus where we've got research, education, innovation all under one roof. When I was starting my career out in Louisville, coming out of the CPA firm and out of a place like Vencor, there was not a place for a young entrepreneur to go. There was a support system. So when we thought about the vision for the center, from a Signature standpoint, it had to be open sourced. It had to be collaborative. This has got nothing to do with Signature. It's about transforming Louisville, Kentucky into the international healthcare leader. So our key things that went into the center's thoughts were this. We wanted to have an independent team that was not linked to Signature, because disruptive innovation is a different process than incremental. So we put together the best team with John Reinhardt and his team together, who's housed there full-time every day to service your all's needs, your ideas, and innovations. Secondly, we wanted a collaborative structure for all the other CEOs and healthcare leaders to come together that had a mindset that wasn't about competitiveness, it was about abundance. It was the bigger picture to create collaboration. We also wanted to harness a buying power group that's the international community group, and we'll be hosting in 2011 the first ever international vendor summit. We're bringing international companies here to Kentucky to really meet with a lot of buyers and see what can happen in international sense as a buying agent. We also wanted to create a safe space for early stage leaders to have a peer-to-peer learning experience that they felt like they had support without judgment to build their companies. That process is not linear, it's a different process. We also want to make sure we had a cost-effective environment that was started for startup firms to have it set up for transformation. I will tell you, raising capital in Louisville 15 years ago was very difficult. So in our fund, we put our money in. At the same time, we expect to raise some money in Louisville. We also want to keep our ideas about national leaders. We're talking Nashville firms, New York firms, about putting money into Louisville to see Louisville as more of a national player in senior care and healthcare bioscience. When you think about, what do we see? Why are we so excited? Why are we so jazzed today about everything? What we already seeing is that in the next couple of years, we think we're going to see a major telemedicine play come out of Louisville that's going to embrace the rural health community. Our rural communities are dying today for healthcare services. We see a geriatric-based telemedicine program that can service rural communities. We see the creation of a new clinical trial organization, a CTO, that's focused for the seniors. The chronic disease, the new obesity, and Alzheimer's are changing landscape, and a new CTO could be housed here in Louisville. We also see a chance for us to embrace some personalized medicine needs that we think are very important in the chronic disease programs for our seniors. We also see a chance to partner in maybe a healthcare utility exchange that brings our community together in a utility model to share information. That would be a model of the country. We also look at a chance right now overseas to license a new portable dialysis company that's not in the States to come here today to Louisville and make it their national headquarters. We're also talking about new resident furniture that's basically manufactured in the U.S. but uses South Korea's micro-refrigeration capabilities in the rooms. If it's piloting a predictive illness monitor for Alzheimer's screens, or taking a best price from Louisville and take it to the healthcare tourism world, all those things are possibilities today because of your all's vision and the decade-long leadership you all put into that. When you think about it today, you'll see also an announcement that our senior team is going to be donating all our great white papers to the center as a way to show collaboration that nothing's proprietary. When it's public health, it's all for the good society. And we're going to make that donation to help the mom and pops across the country see best ways to manage their businesses and flourish. So today, I want to thank everybody for being here today, to come home and have the time I've had in the 100 days. It's been inspiring. We were very excited to be one of the initial tenants, but our goal as Signature Healthcare is to recruit other people, to make phone calls, to sell the city. When I was going through the search of a headquarters, comparing Nashville, Tampa, and Louisville, this project made a big difference in our decision making. Having this type of approach, having the university, the state leadership, the city leadership, there was different collaboration today in Kentucky than any place we saw, Florida or Tennessee. It was inspiring to see. So the time today to remember this is we've developed national healthcare companies historically. We need to squash idea killers. We need to have our top leaders collaborate in a mindset of abundance. We need to also open our borders to new capital markets and new ideas and realize that we can bring people to the city. At the same time, I promise you, I think this day is a tipping point in the city. We look back a decade later and there's hundreds of startup companies. It'll be because today happened. But thank you so much.
Pretty exciting, don't you agree? Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much.